Alright, so as you can see, no whiteboard tonight. And if you're new to this channel, maybe, special shows like the Dick's Run or, a weekend show or just a great show. But, a Tuesday night in Nashville might not get a whiteboard. Just an alright show, They had to take a step sideways, I guess. They couldn't just keep getting better and better, right? I mean, this weekend in Alpharetta, that was pretty incredible for early on in the tour. So here we are tonight, August 3rd. We're in Nashville, that cool venue they got down there. We get started with the Punch You in the Eye and then Strawberry Letter 23. Strawberry Punch You in the Eye was one of several songs in the first set. I just felt like this got off to a weird start. Once they got going, got into the song, found the flow a little bit, it kicked off, but so Strawberry Letter, Punch You in the Eye was one of those as I don't know, maybe Numberline even, Undermind, Divided Sky. So anyways, let's get on to Strawberry Letter 23, one of my favorite covers. And, it's just on the edge of the rotation. Maybe this might officially put it in the rotation, I guess. Maybe, we'll see, We're splitting butt hairs here. So then you got Sample in a Jar. It was alright, it's like Sample in a Jar, nice song, alright. Haley's Comment, we're still kind of waiting. Haley's had a little jam there, like Haley's is going to have. That was one of the early highlights. Then Numberline, whatever. I'm not here, I'm just not going to be yet another person bashing Numberline. But it was just okay tonight. A lot of just okay tonight. Undermind, which I think is usually one of their strong first set songs, got off to a choppy start, and they just never fully recovered. It had its moments, and it was just okay. Undermind, Divided Sky, yet again, once they get through that tricky part, and then once it gets to the important parts of Divided Sky that you really like to hear and feel, alright, they got that done. And then we get the new Mike Gordon song, Mull. I looked on .net, and it said there's like no information for Mull yet. Kind of looked like Mullet. Mull yet. So, it was pretty clearly a Mike Gordon song. The question was, is this like a cover? No, it's not a cover. It's got to be a Mike Gordon song. So that's cool. Mike's got a tour coming up later this year. Perhaps a new album or something there. And then they follow that with It's Ice, another classic old good song. Got off to a rough start, I felt. Had its moments. And About to Run, one of the Ghosts of the Forest songs. Pretty hard rocker there. And then ending it with Squirming Coil. Great way to end the set. Paige McConnell didn't give us the token stick around. I think, what did he say? We'll be right back, or something like that. They're never right back. It's always like a long-ass set break. So then, anyhow, they start the second. Maybe they even felt like, we had some good moments there. We tried to sneak in a cover or two. Got the Ghost of the Forest, the new Mike song. Maybe they were just a little bit all over the place. Got a 1.0, got a Numberline, a little bit of jamming and Haley's and Undermind and Undermind, Numberline. Confuse those two. Mull yet. So, and I liked Mull, maybe Strawberry Letter 23, Haley's, and Mull, probably the high. That Squirming Coil is pretty cool. I always like to hear that. So then, maybe they were feeling it. They're like, all right, let's try and trick them. Let's hit them with a Party Time to open up the second set, Get these chompers rolling. And then No Men in No Man's Land fall. And Party Time was just all right. It's kind of the theme of the night, just okay. No Men in No Man's Land, a song that I'm not busting out the studio version often, but it does usually deliver with a jam here in the second spot, second set. Kind of left a little come on, man, you got more than that. Ruby Waves, kind of the same thing, after that peak Ruby Waves, though, at Alpine. I guess it's always just going to be a little bit of a step back, but maybe if you can combine those two as one song, it was nice. And then Possum, I'm never a Possum guy, but they did put a little extra into Possum tonight. Followed that up with When the Circus Comes to Town, kind of our slow, quiet moment of the second set. And then Light, probably the best, biggest song of the night so far for me at this point was Light. Liked some of those, and I was a little worried, a late second set Light. You kind of figured you might just get a little, kind of a going through the motions jam, but that was not the case, They did kind of take Light around, take a little loop in Light there, and I liked it, which led into YEM. YEM for Rusty, of course. Not a Rusty YEM, but a YEM for Rusty. And, it's pretty cool at the vocal jam there, the boy, man, the guy. And if you're there, obviously, YEM's always getting you going. And toward the end, and when Mike, I feel like Mike was on Instagram, like, defending his bass playing yesterday. His little spotlight moment in YEM, he doesn't need to defend his bass playing. He can slay. We know you're the man, Mike. And he proved it there in his little moment in YEM. And then as you're getting toward the end and headed toward the vocal jam, Trey and Paige really brought it home strong. Got a nice little shot of the crowd there as they were wailing away. It looked like everybody was getting down. So after, just an okay night, maybe some letdowns here and there, They do kind of end strong with Possum, believe it or not, and then kind of a slow, quiet ballad, and then a very strong light and YEM ending it. And then, all right, you get a Chomper Anthem cover, Loving Cup. That's all right. And, you know, again, Trey maybe feeling like he had let people down, perhaps. I mean, probably not. I don't know, what the fuck do I know? But he tried to give it a little extra in Loving Cup, as well as Possum, and that's it, man. After this, like I said, after this weekend, they can't all rage, right? It's a pretty good show, though. Tuesday night, Nashville, boom. I think I really got anything else to say. No. Thanks.